Thank you, Ewan.
The Minister in the Presidency has appealed to the families of the injured to gather at the Steve Biko Hospital to welcome their loved ones. Just give us a little update on the latest where you are.
Okay, where I am right now, we've seen a number of ambulances entering the Swartkop Air Force Base, where it's expected where the 26 injured South Africans are set to land here at around about 10:30. It was estimated that they would land at 7 o'clock, but as the morning progressed, we heard from the GCIS spokesperson that actually there were some delays of which no reasons were given, but we were told that the plane will actually land at 10. Arrangements that were made at the Steve Biko Academic Hospital is that the families of the injured can actually assemble there and wait for them, where the social development department has arranged social workers as well to sort of debrief the families who've actually been traumatized by the experience itself.
Offensive, there's a slight delay by 3 hours at the moment. Is that still the case, or is this developing?
Yes, the flight is delayed by a few hours. They haven't made it clear as to the reasons why the plane is actually delayed. We were speaking to Phumla Williams, who's the acting CEO of the GCIS earlier, and she speculated, attributing it either to weather or some logistical errors. But as things stand, we don't have a factual reason as to what could have delayed the plane as we stand. And the media contingent is also outside the Swartkop Air Force Base, as they are still making arrangements for a hangar on which we will be located, and we will be awaiting the arrival of the 26 injured.
Have you managed to talk to any of the relatives who must be hanging around waiting for the arrivals as well?
We haven't seen any relatives as yet, as the minister actually was briefing the media yesterday, said the families need to go to the Steve Biko Academic Hospital, and they must go there immediately after noon, 12 o'clock noon, where they will be debriefed by the social workers there, and arrangements have been made where the families will be reunited with those that will be landing today.
And who will be
so the families, you haven't spoken to them as yet.
And who will be receiving this delegation that's expected at the Air Force Base? Is it Minister Jeff Radebe?
As it is right now, it's not yet clear, Ben. The person that we've seen, the only official we've seen on the ground today, it's been Phumla Williams, the GCIS acting CEO, she's the one who was telling us that they've also made special arrangements for the children, the 3 children who will be among the 26 injured, who will be given some social support.
And how do we expect this process then to continue and conclude this morning there at Swartkop Air Force Base?
Basically, what's going to happen is that after the plane lands, the emergency personnel and ambulances, they are awaiting them inside the Swartkop Air Force Base. They are going to be ushered by the Tshwane Metro Police to ensure that there's no traffic on the way to the Steve Biko Academic Hospital, where upon arrival, social workers will be waiting for them, and they will be reunited with the families. But as things stand, families of unaccounted members of the South African delegation that was in Nigeria is also prompted to also contact the government, as there are certain bodies that were seriously injured beyond recognition, of which the government will also need some DNA tests to sort of ascertain the identities of those that are still yet to come.
Fancy, thank you very much for that update. That's our reporter, Fancy Steamer, outside the Swartkop Air Force Base. Of course, survivors are expected to start streaming into the airport there this morning. 26 South Africans who suffered injuries are expected to arrive there shortly after 10 o'clock this morning. Now, we move